So, I just have to say that being at this point in the game is just feeling so weird to me right now. We have done it. We have completed every single quest known to man. The only thing that I have not done was do the light ring chart, which is honestly not that important to me. It's just a bunch of excess rupees and other yada yada. But hey, it's pretty much completed. Just beyond that portal is the point of no return for me. Once once I go in there, it will pretty much be meaning that I will not be coming back to the ocean for anything. That is unless I replay the game. Anyway, so we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, I pretty much showed that I completed the Nintendo Gallery all the way and the result that you get for doing it all. So, there you go. You get a figurine of yourself, pretty much like this, in the King of Red Lions as a boat. So, in this episode, it will be the finale. Yep, it'll be the fight for our lives. So, with that, let's go. I gotta say, like, for the game to provide us a portal as such to let us in and out of this place with such ease is just relieving. Anyway, does the king have any final words for me? Hey, dude. Dude? You wanna talk? Okay. Hey! There you are. If you wish to return to the world above, then climb aboard and enter the light. That's light? Okay. Whatever you want to refer to it as, but anyway, let's go back to the room where we fought Puppet Ganon and climb the giant rope. I will be back. So, with that, I must ask, was it worth it? Given the silence in the room, I have to say that it is, but anyway, with that, this is the giant rope. It's gonna be a long climb, so I will be right back again. So I feel like the game really teases the player with that. Be like, hey, your final mission is to freaking kill Ganondorf. So to do that, you gotta climb a giant rope. So anyway, it's funny. It's funny, but hey, at least these climbs now are not going to be as long and tedious as that one. So anyway, I like the longevity of it. So it's not just like, it's building up, it's getting there. So yeah, and according to my knowledge, there's going to be a warping pot right above me, so, yes, I will go ahead and unveil it because I will not be using it, but I just want it to be, open, just to say that I maybe did use it, which I really didn't, but anyway, still, what goes on, you know? Anyway, me to you, and then going on over here. And there's going to be a couple of Morths there as well, which is the spiky enemy. He does not hurt us. He does not hurt us at all, so, anyway. There that goes. And I will not be using that at all. It's awesome. But, here we are. The silence in the room just adds much more to the suspense, does it? Anyway, let's go ahead and get our hook shot on out, and make our way right here. Just beyond that loading zone is the final battleground. With that, let's go. My country lay within a vast desert. When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my lands, searing the world, and when the moon climbed into the dark of night, a frigid gale pierced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing: death. But the winds that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. It can only be called fate. That here, I would again gather the three with the crests. That I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder. That when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come down. The power of the gods, the Triforce, he who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains. Do not fear. I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. Now, let us put an end to that which binds us together. Gods, hear that which I desire. Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Let them burn forth. Give Hyrule to me. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganondorf? Gods of the Triforce, hear that which I desire. Hope. I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. And let our destinies finally be fulfilled. Ganondorf, may you drown with Hyrule. This is foolishness. A future for you? What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane. LSP, I'm sorry. I overslept. I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above, back to our ocean. Very well then. Allow me to show you your future. Yes, allow me to show you just what hope you have. See how much your precious Triforce is worth. Dual Sword Ganondorf. He is going to be quite the being. I'll use his bow to cover you. Attack him as best you can. So it's pretty much a game of geometry. So kind of like stand behind him, or stand in front of him and just let Zelda do her job with our bow. We no longer have a bow and arrow. She has it. So it's just great. Anyway, just kind of lure Ganondorf in, and he's just kind of go at it by itself pretty much, and then just slice away at him, and I just totally was way too far away from him there. So, come on, buddy. Come on. I know you can do it. There you go. And slice. And you want to make sure his back is always facing Zelda at this point, otherwise he's just going to jump in midair and dodge the ray of light. So he's going to notice it and be like, hey, can you knock it off, please? Yeah, Link is just not amused right now. Man. Anyway, so we're pretty much on our own until Zelda wakes up, so lure him on in, and you want to make sure that if you do this too soon, you will not hit his back, so you want to make sure that you do it before he, right before he lands, pretty much. So just go ahead and slice at him. There you go. There you go. Like that, and like that. She's gonna wake up, and it is gonna be destiny time, baby. Let's go ahead and talk to her. LSP, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you, and you use your shield. Do you get it? So, in other words, reflecting light time. So, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate what this does if you just fight her like normal, pretty much. Not her, but anyway. Kind of wait until the A counter appears, and he will dodge his back. He will pretty much protect his back, pretty much, and it is not going to be an easy thing to work with. So just make sure that you have your shield out and ready. Boom. And then go around, slice, and there's the final blow. Ugh. The wind. It is blowing. LSP. My children, listen to me. I have lived regretting the past, and I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again. Not a day of my life has gone by without my thoughts turning to my kingdom of old. I have lived bound to Hyrule. In that sense, I was the same as Ganondorf. But you... I want you to live for the future. There may be nothing left for you, but despite that, you must look forward and walk a path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you when darkness comes. Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave you. Please forgive us. Wait, you could come with us. Yes, of course. We have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The land that will be the next Hyrule. So? But child, that land will not be Hyrule. It will be your land. I have scattered the seeds of the future. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker is a game that has helped me through very difficult times. It was more than just sailing an ocean, which you don't really do that much in a Zelda game. But the soundtrack and the plot took so much pressure off my shoulders as a kid. It still does today, and it will pretty much continue to do so. I first heard of The Wind Waker in the 20-minute playable demo in the Zelda's Collector's Edition. It will let you choose from starting out at Windfall Island, the Forsaken Fortress, or the Dragon Roost Cavern. It was up to me to figure out how far I could go in a 20-minute time span. And honestly, when I picked it up for the first time on its initial release, I had no idea what I was doing or where I was even going, which I feel should be almost any thought for playing a Zelda game for the very first time. I was just given an ocean, a sea chart, and a boat. That is it. I really didn't get into Wind Waker until I started attempting speedruns in mid to late 2016, and it hasn't occurred to me how much time I spent, or ended up spending, on figuring out how many ways I can break the game's sequence. What started off as endless research, looking into the Nintendo Gallery quest as much as possible, and just dreaming about this 100% playthrough being on my channel, is now reality. All I have to say is that I'm thrilled, I've met my goal, and I'm satisfied. The Wind Waker and I sure have developed an everlasting relationship. Although there are other Zelda games that I absolutely adore, this one has stuck with me for so long, and my lifelong dream has finally been fulfilled. I've had friends cheer me on when I was sharing with them the speedrun tactics I've found, but unfortunately I have ended up resigning from attempting speedrunning this particular game. Yes, I've done the tricks in this playthrough that I've mentioned in the other videos, which I hope can compensate for my continuing reluctance to ever do a live speedrun. Coming home from school, firing up the GameCube, and discovering awesome side quests was just nothing I could ever say no to. What I will say to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD is just thank you. Link and Tetra, everlasting friendship. Anchors away. Hold the tiller steady. As for our destination, the wind will guide us.